Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with, actually this time, the Great War mod. We're going to be playing it and not analyzing world politics, which would happen in the last episode. Ooh. See, what happens is I'm here and then somehow I get over that, and so I start zipping over to there. So I wanted to take a look at these divisions. Okay, so I was seeing the German, no, they were just, okay, a little bit of German units here. German units to me are scarier than Turkish units, but yeah. Yes, I agree that China generally is looking for stability. AZADs, I do agree with that. Okay, our poking here definitely got them all stirred up. So they're counterattacking, but it looks like, because I made sure, at least in most cases, I had defensive forces to deal with the counterattack. Okay, since they're pushing into here, we're going to push into here as a counterattack. And there. Interesting, they move more forces there. Hello, tiniest 96, 96, 96. Yes, you're right about that. I've been hearing a little bit. We don't get too much news on what's going on in France because everything is Donald Trump here in the United States news-wise. Yeah, attack here. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear Paris is burning. I think Macron is pushing things a bit too hard and a bit too far. Let's hit them from 2 provinces. That will increase our effectiveness. Okay, here. We need to send in reinforcements here. Would prefer to hold that province. Okay, recon company number 2, or level 2. The government has actually announced that it's a revolution. Oh, wow. I hope they don't bring out the guillotines. That didn't go well last time. Yeah, that would be good. We're now in. I'm going to. This is interesting. Let me bring this up. Open link, new tab.
Let's move over to France, where the protesters in France continue their protest against the high fuel taxes, and the plan has been implemented by French government, which is set to take effect on January 1 next year. Protesters have continued to block access to an oil depot in France in a 4th-day demonstration against President Macron's economic reforms.
Yes, we're streaming this now.
Protesters blocked the trucks from entering a refinery run by French oil and gas giant Total. On the other hand, the French government is not showing any intention relaxing the hikes. The so-called Yellow Vests movement was born out of backlash against fuel price hikes, but has tapped a broader frustration at the perceived squeeze in household spending power and mounting public dissatisfaction with Macron.
Mais il n'y a pas que ça, il y a les impôts, il y a les taxes en général, on est taxé de partout, on ne fait que payer. Si vous prenez votre fiche de paye, si vous regardez la même fiche de paye il y a 10 ans en arrière, vous gagnez beaucoup plus d'argent que maintenant. Et c'est ça, les Français en ont marre. On ne peut plus vivre, même avec un salaire décent. Un couple de smicards, par exemple, qui touche à un peu plus de 2000 euros, ne peut pas survivre. Le 4 du mois, ils n'ont plus d'argent. Et c'est pas normal. Ils ont des enfants en bas âge. Ils ne peuvent pas les nourrir, ils ne peuvent pas sortir. Ne serait-ce que d'aller au cinéma. Un cinéma, ça coûte 9 euros par personne. Et bien même ça, les Français ne peuvent plus se le payer.
Meanwhile, French Prime Minister has informed the Parliament that regardless of protests across the country, government will stay strong on its decision to raise taxes on diesel and carbon fuels.
Now, when you say that,
added that the government will stick to the line that
Tiny
has been set.
Is that worse than the violence that was a few years ago now with the Muslim protests?
Faire basculer progressivement et résolument.
Going back to this, and maybe I have to relabel this. Back to the game. Come on, get back to the game. Your old school teacher. Yeah, I understand. Peaceful protests aren't always peaceful. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. On France, I'm worried about Marine Le Pen. I'm worried that she's too much like her father. Maybe she'll be a reasonable nationalist. With what's going on, and before even what you said today, I think Le Pen has very strong chances of getting elected now. With this whole gas situation. And I have worries about that. Patriotic Brit, I think you guys are getting out of the EU just in time. I think the elites in our societies, and I'm including the US, but I'm also meaning whether France, Britain, Germany, particularly Western societies, yes, 70 pounds to refill a car. Wow. That's expensive. Or 70 euros, sorry, yeah, but yeah. The French are always doing that IKB. It's a cultural thing. They had so much fun the first time they did it, under Louis the 13th or whatever, and they just keep doing it ever since. Of course, the big famous is, the French Revolution of 1789, but it's a cultural thing. Hey, Prussia FTW for the win, I presume. You were just talking about some of the news here on France while playing the Great War. And so I could get back to my point. The elites have been pushing and driving the direction of the Western world in several directions. One of them, and we can look at, it was going to be in, 5 years or 10 years, or I think one of Prince Charles or something said 93 months or something like this. We have this long to change the world before global warming becomes an irreversible situation. Okay, that happened about 3 years ago. Why are we still worrying about it? It's irreversible. There's nothing we can do about it now. So just forget about global warming. No, whether global warming is real or not, I believe it is, but I believe it has nothing to do with whatever man's doing. I believe it's cyclical. And I believe it's not, the planet isn't going to go to destruction because of global warming. I just think it's getting a bit warmer, and it's going to stay a bit warmer for 100, 200 years, and then it's going to get a bit cooler. It's going to stay cooler for 100 or 200 years. And I think we see this, because I see this in history, this sort of cyclical up and down, to the point of a mini ice age sort of in the Renaissance, particularly in North America, but also in Europe. It wasn't quite the ice age, but it was a bit more mini ice age in North America. And so we see this flow of warmer and cooler. Spare Prussia, please. We already have Prussia. At least East Prussia is entirely Russian right now. And we're going after Western Prussia and heading towards Potsdam and Berlin as soon as we can. As soon as I stop talking about all this stuff. Sure thing, Patriotic Brit. So, but they use global warming as an excuse to push their agendas. They're pushing their agendas beyond what most people think are reasonable, rational, whatever you want to call it. And so there is a backlash against them. And I think that's exactly what you're seeing in Paris. Yes, Prussia. I think there's a bunch of cyclical things. And as I said, obviously we didn't do a stream last week, but the week before last or whatever, we can easily solve global warming, just nobody wants to do it. Ever heard of nuclear winter? That's when you shoot off a bunch of nuclear bombs, they create a nuclear winter kind of thing that may cause an ice age. Now, we don't have to set the bombs off in the middle of cities that blow up lots of people. We could set them off in deserts or out. I think you need to have them in, an Earth type situation and not out at sea. So we could blow them up somewhere. Or we could just wait till, Krakatoa blows again or some other major volcanoes. Or we could just put some nukes under some volcanoes and blow them up and spew a bunch of ash into our upper atmosphere. And, yeah, we've got global cooling. Not that I think we should do that, but we could do that if that's going to save the planet. Blow up a few bombs in a few places and, put a bunch of junk up in this thing. So, okay, we screw up the environment of a few places. People are still living in Hiroshima and Nagasaki to this day, so yeah, it's not like it's permanent. So, but if that's what we need to do to save the planet, yes, I'm being sarcastic because I don't believe it. So yeah, there are problems in the world, but the elites are using them to push their agendas, and people are reacting, and that's what I think is going on in France. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Prussia. Just mean you can doesn't mean you should. And I'm not. And somebody probably in the YouTube thinks, what are you saying? We should blow up the world with nuclear weapons? No, of course not. But okay, we're going to hit here. Counterattack to defend there. Put them on the defensive. Okay, they have only one division down here right now, so let's hit this. And it's sort of weak. And since they're defending there, let's hit this here. Just to pin them more than anything else. They're defending from that counterattack, which is good. Oh good, we picked up another province. Now, how are we doing out here? Still waiting on... No. Where are they? Some of them have left. Where are they? Oh, here they are. These guys. On trains moving west. Okay, well, Prussia, my understanding, the mod creators are no longer modding. They are now building a new game based on World War One. You can look in the earlier episodes from in this series. I go into and show they have a Patreon page if you want to support it. But they are working on developing a World War One game similar to Hearts of Iron, but that's what they're doing. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to change Martian atmosphere externally in a way that would allow general habitation there, as opposed to domed cities. Okay, well. Okay, we've got here. Let's push here. They're about ready to be exhausted. Okay, and these guys now, push there. How are we doing along the border with Austro-Hungary? Fair. Not great, but fair. How do I even play? Well, it's a language, like anything else, and I grew up with it, and so to me, it's just natural. So I like the NATO symbols. I know a bunch of people don't like that, but I certainly do. Okay, well, let's push these guys out of there. Oh, okay, the British pocket here is not doing that well, but they may re-invade again. How are our naval operations doing here? Okay, well, all right so far there, and up here, well, we've lost some, oh no, they've lost some submarines and destroyers, and we haven't lost anything. Very good. We're controlling the Baltic. Yeah. Now counterattack into there. This fascinates the AI, so we're going to keep putting in troops there. Keep them pinned down. Exactly, JP. That's exactly the type of thing. Hey, thanks for following the channel. Anybody else can, if you haven't already. That's exactly how I look at this. To my knowledge, the California forest fires in the last few weeks have put more greenhouse gases up into the atmosphere than all the automobiles for 1 year in the United States. So, yeah, I don't think we are any meaningful contribution to it. Do a naval invasion of Istanbul. Oh, it would be a great idea. I'm going to leave that up to the British. Looks like they're trying it. We'll help them out if we're helping them out with naval operations. But it looks like they're trying it. See, we did it. We got the naval invasion right off Istanbul. But fortunately, it's the British doing it, not us. Yeah, push here, push here. You guys march back into here. Okay, well, after all that, we've stalled out without any... Oh, we have more factories. Very good. It's not that tough of a choice, but... Well, let's actually put more close air support production. I guess that is... Scout. So we'll increase the scout plane production. No, I don't have any ideas for the peace treaty other than just keep pushing towards victory. And keep an army ready. Well, we will see, but so far it doesn't look like a good plan. Okay, extra research slot. Very good. Okay. Support Serbia. Improve relations with Romania. Do we want Romania in this war even? What do you guys think? Do we want to try to get Romania in the war or not? You know, is it better to have a more limited front here? Or... Because obviously Bulgaria would be at war with, or would be at war with them. And there, so all of that would need to be... No. Don't do it. Okay. That's the advice. Don't do it. That's sort of what I was thinking. How many troops do they have? Limited front. Yeah, I'm sort of going to go with that, but we can still check out their details. Somewhere between 14 and 22 divisions they think currently. Our intel people think. Yeah, they're not that good, and they weren't that good in historically either. Reinforced Vladivostok, not a bad idea, but I don't really... Currently, airship focus, no. Airfield expansion, maybe. Okay, we gotta wait till 1917 for that. Doctrine effort. I like the doctrine effort here. We're going to go with that one. You're right, better on my side against me, but I don't think they're really any likely, if it's done right, to go towards the Central Powers. The Romanian monarchy, being German, had definite sympathies with Germany and Austria. But the population very much had sympathies for France. So it really is not a historical likelihood. Oh, we got to move you guys back up to the front. Okay. No, not all of you that way. Okay, and you guys come down here. We'll reinforce that. No, not all of you, but you guys. Support that attack. You guys back there. And since they're attacking, we will counterattack here. Okay, wait for the attack to start, support the attack, and you join the attack. Oh, interesting. You like to draw maps. The 1920 borders, yeah. I've always been fascinated by maps. Well, what am I doing? What are you doing? What? No. You go there. Meant for you guys here to come here. And more production. Yeah, we need more infantry equipment. I'm going to start a new line. So I don't want to add a full 5. And of course we have another slot, which we're going to do advanced hand tools, which will increase our level of production. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Borders do change, maps do change. I collect images and things, including old maps, images of them, not the real old maps. Those are beyond my financial ability. Okay, good. We've got this province here. Let's hit this one here, and you come and reinforce that. you attack there, just to tie up troops. Alright, you're there, you attack there. Ah, now that these guys are no longer being attacked, you counterattack that way with the horse division. Live in civilized Virginia. Okay. Support that attack there. Oh good, we've got that province up there. Very nice. You guys can come there to help defend that, and you guys can come down here. Are they as weak as... No, they got still organization. I was wondering if he was going to go there. Okay, 3 divisions. Does it really matter? Let's start a whole new group here. Skill. Okay. I guess they're all level 2s anyways. And we'll give them to him. And we probably should check out skills, one area that we haven't been. Okay. Defensive doctrine, infantry expert, infantry attack. Let's go with infantry division. Right. Good. Reinforced division recovery rate. Well, I like that. We're going to go with that too. We should have been doing this before. Division recovery rate, I think, is important. Okay, so that's the 2 high commands. We're using up our points, but I'm fine with that because we should be using them better. I'm staying out of your guys' conversation. I know this is World War I, but we are doing so much successful attacking. Okay, we are out of... We'll earn more command points. Big force down that way. You guys join that attack. There we go, and you you support that attack, but don't abandon your positions. Surround Sentinel, well, maybe. I've learned not to push too fast, too deep in this game here, because I've done that in recent past, and it's gotten divisions cut off. I can get this river line, if I can get that province, so that's not looking good. Now here we have not had any more. Well, no, come this way. I don't want you to get caught up in that fighting there. You guys come that way. And we'll reinforce this front here considerably. I gotcha. You're right. Okay. Well, we're gonna end this episode. Not the stream, guys. You just hang loose out there on Twitch. But we're gonna end this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me over on Twitch. We do the Saturday show, and that's when I'm recording this episode. And I love hearing from you, so you can post comments. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.